Okay, hey everyone, it's Nova here, and it seems we have some new stuff regarding Trial X. So let me just read this to you guys. Daily News, March 16th, 2011. Sega rings in Sonic's 20th anniversary early. Even though 2011 has just begun, Sega has wasted no time in kicking off their celebrations for Sonic and Puyo Puyo's 20th anniversaries with teaser websites. While there is very little in terms of information, Sega also released two images, one of Sonic with an item monitor and one of the official 20th anniversary logo. A pop-up on the site when clicking the logo gives information about the debut of Sonic and the fact that the brand has sold over 70 million units globally since June 23rd, 1991. It goes on to tease future games for the franchise in 2011, of which we know there are three more projects to be announced this year, according to Alan Pritchard, Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Sega of America, in a recent interview with Game Informer. And then, for some reason, whoa, whoa. Okay, so pressing this, it gives us something else. Okay, July 4th, 2016. I'm writing this in a state of shock, desperation, and sense of justice. After our daughter's disappearance, I've begun digging to try to find her again. I know she's alive and I know exactly where she is, but I cannot prove it because I was the only witness of the event. If something happens to me, you will know where to look. This is Derek. Okay, so this is Derek. Truth be told, I didn't pay attention to her after your departure. I left her with her Sonic games, and she was gone in a second. I found the ribbon you gave her as a gift near her desk. Observing closer, I remembered the screen had something weird. It was like the screen had cracked and formed an eye at the center, but the screen was fully intact. I looked away for what seemed like a second, and it was all back to normal. I accessed to see what she was doing, and all I could find were a couple computer games and an app called Sonic.exe. I didn't open it. I had a hunch that that's the reason that she's gone. I know I sound crazy when I say this, but that game is cursed, and I can prove it. I will keep updating. Yes, if you press the photo of Alan here, it takes you to this. So I obviously know it has something to do with Derek and Alice, but I think yeah, so I think it's a letter to Derek's ex-wife. If I think that's it. That's probably my biggest hunch that it's a letter to Derek's wife or ex-wife about how Alice went missing. So that's the visual depiction of the screen, and then Alice's bow. This is very mysterious, so I'll keep you guys updated on more Trial X stuff, but this is definitely very interesting. So that's going to be it for this video.